Now, our last speaker of this session is Melis Özek. Her topic is multiculturalism and human rights in literature. She was born in 1999 and she's also a second year student at BLIS Laboratory and International School. She's also very much passionate about reading, writing, art, selling, and advocates for universal rights. She's also interested in social sciences very much. So let's give it up for her.
Sorry for the technical difficulties. Multiculturalism and human rights in literature. What are human rights? People who are asked this question might give a variety of distinctive answers. It's how you instinctively expect and deserve to be treated as a person, to speak your mind, and to be treated equally. Human rights are universal. It applies to kids, teenagers, young adults, elders, Indians, Americans, English, French, Turkish. It's universal. Because no matter where we come from, what we believe, and how we look, we're all the same. How does multiculturalism relate to human rights? Human rights refer to freedom of choice, religion, speech, movement, reproductive rights, and right to live. Not one culture has the right to oppose the values of another. Multiculturalism and human rights meet, where destruction of rights begins by the opposition of another culture. Sujata Bhatt is an award-winning Indian poet born in Ahmedabad, a city in India, who immigrated to the United States at the age of 12. Sujata Bhatt's multicultural perspectives on language, culture, art, and history surely originate in her own life experiences. A Different History by Sujata Bhatt portrays the essences of multiculturalism and the destruction of human rights. Apart from her critical language, she indicates the Indian culture within her poem. Great Pan is not dead. He simply immigrated to India. Here, the gods roam freely, disguised as snakes or monkeys. Every tree is sacred, and it is a sin to be rude to a book. It is a sin to shove a book aside with your foot, a sin to slam books down hard on a table, a sin to toss one carelessly across a room. You must learn how to turn the pages gently, without disturbing Saraswati, without offending the tree from whose wood the paper was made. Which language has not been the oppressor's tongue? Which language truly meant to murder someone? And how does it happen that after the torture, after the soul has been cropped, with the long sight swooping out of the conqueror's face, the unborn grandchildren grow to love that strange language? In the first stanza, Bhatt refers to the great Pan, known to be the only god who died in Roman history. Bhatt's allusion refers to Pan, the god of wild and the god of criticism. In Greek religion, he is known to be the god of nature as well. In a variety of mythologies, it is considered that Christ's birth caused the death of great Pan. Bhatt, who immigrated at an early age, indicates that her beliefs did not get killed. She became unoppressed. However, her thoughts, her traditions haven't differed. Her statement is towards the movements of culture within people. She relates to globalization in the second line by saying, "Here the gods roam freely, disguised as snakes or monkeys." Here, Bhatt makes another reference to Great Pan in order to underline different perspectives towards different aspects. One has no right to oppose the thoughts and beliefs of another. She truly indicates her belief towards Great Pan and respects the opposers, however, expects the same respect towards herself. Pan immigrated with her, and alike her have disguised himself to obey. Great Pan symbolizes the freedom of thought, religion, along with humanity in her poem. By referring to Great Pan, she reflects the multicultural. They don't differentiate themselves. On the other, they disguise themselves. They accept the culture and shape themselves accordingly, like the gods, who disguise themselves as snakes or monkeys. They maintain their original cultures, along with the cultures they have shaped themselves accordingly to. In simple words, they become multicultural, or perhaps lose their identities. Bhatt sets a tense atmosphere by the repetition of the phrase sin. Negativity is assumed to be towards the native. The relationship between the native and the foreigner are being marked under the lights of human rights. Sins include to be rude to a book, shove a book aside with your foot, slam books down hard on a table, and toss one carelessly across a room. Correspondingly, a universal message is given by Sujata Bhatt in the phrase, "must learn how to turn the pages gently." Bhatt focuses on religion and language by symbolizing the book. Respect towards different thoughts, beliefs, and traditions carry great significance. Opposition results in universal issues such as racism, dehumanization, loss of identity, risk of freedom of expression, and denial. Differentiated lengths of lines through the stanza repeatedly underline the movement of cultures and position of native on the foreigner. To conclude, later in the first stanza, Bhatt displays another allusion to Sarasvati, who is believed to be the goddess of knowledge, music, arts, wisdom, and learning. Bhatt refers to Sarasvati to exemplify multicultural perspectives towards similar ideas. Here, Bhatt refers to traditions and cultural aspects such as arts, education, and music. Without disturbing Sarasvati highlights the disturbance of these aspects by oppressors. Music, education, and arts are universal aspects. Therefore, the relationship between the oppressor and the oppressed shouldn't come against these. Furthermore, Bhatt criticizes the effect of religion on these concepts. One has no right to oppose the traditions of another culture or another individual. In the second stanza, Bhatt addresses to the universal issues through rhetorical questions. She remarks the fact that people across the globe at some time or the other have been oppressors or the oppressed. Which language really meant to murder someone refers to the loss of language and culture. Ignorance of freedom of expression, choice, and religion are being judged and opposed. Not only in the past, however, today, it is possible to exemplify oppressors and oppressed. Continuously, after the soul has been cropped, lies the key issue, loss of identity. Bach concludes the stanza with the unborn grandchildren grow to love that strange language. She criticizes the continuous issues and identifies the fact that cultures and traditions are being judged. Religion becomes a public and judgmental subject rather than a personal and a private one. Languages are compared, and as a result, we grow unwanted, away from our culture and language. Today, cross-cultural issues are commonly exemplified. Human rights are being destructed subsequent to a variety of different causes, such as multiculturalism, religion, and economical resources. To this current extent, literature has helped us emphasize multiculturalism under different perspectives. Today, although multiculturalism is barely noticed, globalization and loss of identity are commonly seen. Sujata Bhatt emphasizes the significance of human rights and helps us empathize the state of being multicultural. She reminds us that being human is the only race on earth. We do not become humans just by thinking, reasoning, feeling, choosing, or even by just doing something. We become humans by being. Therefore, bear in mind that being human is given, but keeping our humanity is a choice. Thank you.